Oh, hey guys, Provenance here. I have a really good episode in store for us today. Hope you all are doing well. It is a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Um, oh, I just realized it's the first time I put you guys on the home screen instead of putting you guys in the world. Um, Never done that one before. So, I'm going to talk a little bit today about why we know the Bible is reliable and trustworthy. And it's for a few reasons. First of all, it's a historical document. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's recording events, not telling a story. And there's, all of these like things I could talk about, like the properties of the Bible. But I want to talk about what's actually in the Bible. And there's something particularly between the Gospels called undesigned coincidences. And that's when the author is talking about a certain point and then mentions something either offhandedly or incompletely, and it's just an offhanded remark. And then we go to another gospel, and then we see that detail has been filled in, and that was not intentional because it's just a person telling a story. For example, if you go somewhere and you asked a woman something, and then your buddy goes and asks a woman something, they're gonna tell the story differently. Was there a dog there? Was there two women there? But he just went up there and asked a woman. Well, someone else said when they went to that same event that there were two women there, but we were only talking to one of them. So that's the kind of stuff that I kind of want to get into. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I was just running around and talking. I think when we left off, hold on, I focus on Minecraft for a second so I can have some interesting gameplay. When we left off, we were looking to place our house somewhere, and I think we landed on one over here. Yeah, right there. But I think today I kind of want to take it easy and talk more about scripture and stuff. And maybe we could do a more Let's Play style video tomorrow. So in order to do that, I have to find some supplies. Also, I thought to myself, I really need to start using chests because my inventory needs to be organized today. And I'm also thinking about not sleeping quite yet and going to grab some spiders so I can start fishing, because that is a great way to keep up the food. So after we find some spiders, then I'll start mining and talking about those undesigned coincidences that I mentioned earlier. What is that? Am I blind? What? Hello? What is that? Am I going crazy? My monitor looks great, but I can't even identify what I'm looking at. Fireflies. Wow. I'm taking them with me, dude. These guys are getting put in front of my house. Wow, look at that. That's so pretty, dude. That is so cool. Let's not hang around too long. I just want to find some spiders. Wait, what am I doing? Spiders don't burn in the morning. Why am I out here, dude? Well, I'm glad we got to find some, Jesus. Okay. I oh, what was that? Did that creeper not explode? Am I going crazy? Dude, why is there so many mobs? Bro, I just realized I don't have torches around here. That's why, we're like... Oh. Heck no, bro. That was like Five Nights at Freddy's, dog. Please don't let there be any monsters nearby. Alright, geez, what a scary start to our video today, guys. So I do have some verses written down because, I can't really do this off the dome while I'm playing a video game. So let me pull that up for you real quick. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone to make things a little bit easier for myself. Yada yada. All right. So let's make some chests. Oh, wait, no, I need to collect string because it's daytime now. Sorry, I'm still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. I'm really trying to figure out like the whole video editing process. Oh, I forgot creepers stay alive too. So if I'm relatively scatterbrained or just legitimately forget, creepers go in water? If I'm just generally not being a great host, it's because I'm trying to do two things at once over here. So I apologize for my inexperience. Why is everybody alive? I'm not really seeing any spiders out here. I'm seeing a lot of creepers, though. Maybe we don't need to go fishing right now. I mean, it would be great because then I could like fish and talk, but it's not really that big of a deal. We have stuff to do today, anyways. We have to get into the mine, and I don't want to run out of time before I'm able to start talking and get somewhere with it. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start using my chests. I'm gonna start organizing. I shouldn't put him so far away from home base. Put him right here. Oh crap. Well, this is so fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I hope this is fun for you guys. That's much better. I keep hearing things. I think it's people walking up there. I think it's like creepers and stuff. It's like really freaking me out though. I sleep right next to my crafting table, you know? I mean, I sleep right next to my crafting table. It's like my desk is right here and I'm sitting right here playing Minecraft, and then I turn around and my bed's right there. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of lore accurate. Oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. All right, let's get into the mines. Let's get to the point of this video. I've kept you guys waiting for a little bit too long. Now what's the priorities? Food, water, shelter, reading the Gospels. I think that pretty much sums it up. Pickaxes is another one that we need to do. Are we ready to go mining? I'm not even sure. Let's take our crafting table with us as well. Alright, cool. And this inventory is going to get sorted right now. We're about to get some, ooh, I should use that water bucket. We're about to get the fishing pole in the hotbar, and that's always really exciting. Because fishing is one of the things that I do the most on Minecraft. Because it's really relaxing. It allows me to kind of play on my phone while I play. Alright, we're ready for adventure, looks like. How inspiring is this? Down we go. Hold on, I just realized something. Yeah, we still didn't properly build this staircase ever. It's unfortunate. What level should we go to? I feel like we should go kind of low, shouldn't we? Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet on this one, guys. Now there are going to be monsters down here. How low are we? I'm gonna look something up because I'm not sure where we're supposed to be mining. Give me one moment, guys. I apologize. Alright, I ran some errands. I figured out like a good level for us to mine at. And oh, hello, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to rudely cut back in like that. I also have an idea. Let's create a door back here so that we can keep monsters out. Look at me being prepared. Oh, crap. So, now that we're halfway through the video's runtime, what are the undesigned coincidences, if I can speak, that I want to talk about today? So, first of all, I noticed this one recently, like a couple days, weeks ago, I'm not sure. But it's in John 18:10. John is the gospel that was written last. So, it's dated to like maybe like a couple decades maximum after when, you know, Matthew and Luke do their thing. And it's in John 18:10 where it names the servant whose ear Peter cut off as Malchus. That was the name of the servant that got his ear cut off. Now, none of the synoptics give his name. And the reason is because John, if you look at John chapter 18, verse 15, it shows that John actually had access to the high priest's courtyard. So that means he would know the names of people who lived there. And my mind was blown about that one. I was like, yo, really? That's crazy. Okay, so I think this is Deep Slate. Is that what it's called? I haven't been playing Minecraft in a while. Another one is in John chapter 6, verse 5, where Jesus asked Philip to buy bread and feed the crowd. Why specifically would he ask Philip? And we actually find the answer a couple chapters later in John 12:21. Because Philip was from Bethsaida, which is the nearest town. So you can actually buy bread there. Because, you know, Philip lived there, so he would know where to go. It really ties it all together. It's so interesting. That stuff really gets to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like believable. It's just so cool. Let's see if I can, because I got a lot of these from the internet. So I'm kind of trying to scroll through and find a really good one. Da da da, ba da da, da da, da da da. Okay, well, I can't focus on two things at once. I'll take a pause here real quick and then get you some more good info. I hope you guys find this as interesting as I do, because like historical texts are. Is that gold? We don't even have an iron pickaxe. Oh my gosh. How deep are we into this Minecraft playthrough and I still don't have a pickaxe? Jeez. Alright. There we go. And we don't have any sticks. Alright. We don't have anything, really. Anything at all. Probably shouldn't have done that. Whatever. I'll do this. 2 stacks of sticks. Alright, let's make some of these. Perfect. Why are we almost full? Like, inventory wise. It's okay, I can make room. Oh, I got a little achievement. Oh, nice. There we go. Yada do. Bada bing. Bada boom. Gold, guys! We found our first ore of the playthrough. Well, other than iron, of course. How beautiful. I'm not picking up any of it. Alright, I'm gonna make a little trash pit over here. Just to get rid of this stuff. Okay. 1 arrow, don't need you. Gravel, don't need you. egg, don't really need you. Andesite, flint, copper. I'm not using that, I'm sorry. Wooden pickaxe. I do not like that noise. Cobblestone stair. Alright. New recipes. Yippee. I really need to figure out, like, editing. Like, I might have to start, like, editing these videos. That would actually really do me some good. Instead of just playing Minecraft raw. But I don't know how to do that yet. Alright, give me 1 minute. Oh. I misclicked. And unpause. Alright. I'm not going to do the thing I did last time where I just rudely barged in after I took a break. So, we're back now, and we're back with more Undesigned. Coincidences. I'm going to start with one that actually crosses books. And those are always the most compelling to me as an argument for why that we can believe the Gospels are historical documents. And that starts in Matthew chapter 26, verse 67. He's speaking, and the crowd, or the people listening, they say, "Prophesy to us, Messiah. Who hit you?" But Matthew doesn't, they just kind of said this. Like, Matthew doesn't explain why he said it. But then we go over to Luke, and in Luke chapter 22, he's talking about something else, but he mentions that Jesus was blindfolded. So that's why they would ask the question. It's such a beautiful book, dude. It's so cool. How amazing is that? Where was I? I need to land on a I need to land on a thingy. A y-axis. I think 25 is good. I'll start right here. Beauty. Alright, I'll get that ugly debug menu out of your face. It's pretty useful information, though. So, another coincidence that crosses between books is when he got mocked for being, like, a traitor, essentially, because he was talking about taxes. So, in Luke chapter 23, verse 2, Jesus is accused by the Pharisees in front of Pilate to forbidding taxes to Caesar. Now, that's, like, really strange that they would say that, especially because it's not true. We go back to Mark 12:17, and it says that Jesus is talking to the Pharisees when the Pharisees are, like, asking whether or not it's cool if we should, like, render taxes to Caesar and everything. And he's handed a denarius, and he points out, you know, there's a face on it. So he says, "Give to Caesar what is Caesar's." So these two details work together beautifully. It shows, first of all, that the Pharisees are being unreliable witnesses. And secondly, there's like details that just cross together and make the whole story more compelling and more believable, essentially. Another tiny one, like really small, is during the feeding of the 5,000, which, by the way, is a beautiful miracle. If you don't know about the feeding of the 5,000, I really recommend that you look up that story and read it for yourself. It's really cool. But in Mark chapter 6, it says that the people sat on the green grass. Now, why is that important? Because you go to John 6:4, and he clarifies he was talking about something else, and he says, the Passover was near, which is in the springtime, which means the grass was actually green, particularly green. So that's cool that they kind of tied it together. Find that really entertaining. All right, we didn't really get much done today, folks. We established a mine. We made some chests. I talked to you guys a little bit about undesigned coincidences, but man, I had a lot of fun today. I really hope you had fun today too, because that 20 minutes just flew by. I'm not going to keep you here for too much longer, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about what's going to happen in the future, and what you can expect. So I'm thinking about starting to edit my videos so that my transitions aren't as like messy. And I also want to talk... Oh, there's like a thing here. Why do I always find interesting stuff before we end the episode? So, in the near future, you could see a hike in production quality. Hopefully you do, anyway. Because I want to edit sometime. Not right now, though. I'm still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. And I also want to talk a little bit about certain verses and stuff. I want to like explain specific points. I feel like that would be really helpful. This is really weird. I've never seen this kind of cave before. I really like it. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you can expect in the near future. It's been really fun, you guys. Really appreciate you coming along. What is that? Oh, it's like that cave stuff. And when we get back, we're just going to be mining and talking. I think that's the plan. Really like to give you guys some decent, straightforward content instead of figuring things out like we have in the last few episodes. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys could leave like a like or a subscribe, it would legitimately help me out. Like I'm just asking you a favor. And if you have like video ideas or like things you want me to talk about, or if you just have questions in general, I would love to start seeing comments on this channel, because right now we're still hanging at about 0 views. But that's all right. I'm just gonna keep making videos, and people can come if they want to, and that's just gonna be my MO from now on. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to this point, Providence out.